It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And tonight, Shaq, we're going to see Gordon Hayward, one of the most versatile, talented swingmen in the league.
First, Ernie, let's give this guy a hand clap.
All right. A hand clap? Yes. How about a round of applause?
Yes,
a round of applause. There you go.
You know, great to see him back in action. Takes a lot of courage to overcome that kind of injury.
Yes, he's tireless worker, and I love his game. He makes improvements to his game every single year, so this will be a lot of fun.
And now it's time for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Live from Washington, D.C., 2K Sports proudly brings you the Wizards. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. The Washington Wizards come into this one after their win against the Pacers in Indiana. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Well, especially important on the road. Sinking those deep shots makes it hard for the other team to build momentum.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving is excited to leave Cleveland for a bigger role in Boston. He said, challenges are what makes us most human. Conquering fear of failure, showing people you're the best, and that you've prepared for this moment. Those are the things that interest me. Kevin?
Yeah, he's wired differently, D.A. Thank you. You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah, now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their timing. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Tatum out there with Horford. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, you love the skill set. Tatum can take you a number of ways inside. Defensively, it's tough to guess right.
To the middle. Outside for Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. Wall passes to Morris. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Boston on D. Bounce pass Howard. Left side, Wall. Sinks the triple. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
Irving looking over the floor. Tatum kicks to Irving. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
From deep, Wall. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
We've talked about it. That's going to be Wall's next step. More consistency from beyond the arc.
Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Hayward outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
Well, he was just a skinny kid coming out of college. Hayward's gotten much stronger and much better in a short period of time.
Hayward hits them both.
You know, and last year the Celtics became real, even in defeat to a superior team. I mean, they found a winning formula and accelerated their timeline.
To the inside. Oubre passes to Wall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
And with the Celtics' advancement to the Eastern Conference Finals, you know, Chris, it's amazing. They were actually the Game 7 favorites against the LeBron-led squad.
Well, yeah, the Celtics had existed in theory more than in reality. I mean, so young and inexperienced, but not by the end of the season. I mean, what a juggernaut they could become.
Now Oubre following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And gets hit on the drive. Excellent body control. Tatum's a well-coordinated athlete.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now here's Wall. We saw him with 29 points last game. Passes it to Morris. Sinks that one from the post. Morris has got 5.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Brown kicks to Irving. Pass to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Beal against Brown. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Beal is graceful on the drive. Clever at finding ways around the defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. And Boston has possession. They trail by 3. Brown the pass to Tatum. Over Morris. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's 6 points for Jason Tatum. Pass to Morris, and stolen by Tatum. He kicks it to Irving. Back to Tatum. Goes up at the stripe. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Poked away, and so Washington again turning it over.
And taking a look here at the numbers for John Wall. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 26 points per, just over 2 steals and 5 assists. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. A tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Irving from long range. That shot misses. And Washington the other way now. Now here's Oubre. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beal can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. And Wall kicks to Oubre. Shot from the top of the key. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now Wall. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. Wall passes to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. Bounce pass Howard. Here's Morris. Rebound Boston.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing. Those two things that he possessed.
Now Horford. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Beal finds Wall. And here's Oubre. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Can they get it? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's just an athletic, strong big man. It's hard to guard Howard, given how powerful he is.
And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and you wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
That free throw, no good.
Well, free throwing was never a strength of Howard's game.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Oubre. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game, let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player, and being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor, because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem, because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
And Washington making a change here. Babbitt's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Al Horford. And so it's Washington with it. 4-point game. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Satoransky, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To stop the run, and Babbitt is good for 3. Babbitt's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Rozier kicks to Hayward. Lets it go. And it's Rozier missing.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Mahimi with the stuff.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
Here's Baines. Hayward on the wing, guarded by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayward can't hit.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Rivers. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. On the wing, Green. Over Morris. And it's Green, missing.
I like what he was trying to do, shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
Count the basket. And the Celtics lead by 1.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
And Satoransky kicks to Green. Rebound, Boston. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets, then go right back into their shell.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
A somewhat dubious honor, Chris. Last year, the Wizards became one of the most dangerous 8 seeds in recent memory.
Yeah, so much natural ability on that roster. And Kevin, was that because they underperformed during the season and should have been a higher seed? Can't give them credit for that. I'm not sure any team wanted to play them in the first round, but the old cliche, you are what the record says you are, was proven correct.
Here's Satoransky. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Green. Back to Satoransky. Fires from 18. Green missing again. Celtics leading by 4. Smart passes to Rozier, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And C-Web, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
Oh, well, look, we all knew he had the athleticism, but what we didn't know is how he'd react to a ton of minutes being played. And obviously, he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side.
That's good from Rozier. C-Web, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Chris, your team's battled Kobe Bryant many times. Name some of the players today who you think can compare mentally to the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans, guys you played.
Oh, wow. Well, Kobe says he's seen it in Kyrie Irving and the Greek Freak and a few others. I've seen it in Westbrook and how hard he plays and KD. And don't think Steph Curry's just this little nice, helpless guy out there on the court that shoot threes and turn around. He's one of those guys, too, that just wants to put that dagger into your heart with a deep 3 late in the game. So definitely Westbrook, KD, Curry, those guys come to mind for me.
Here's Babbitt following the three-pointer by Boston. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by Smart.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
That one good for 2.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Now here's Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The drive by Green. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now here's Satoransky. Rivers kicks to Green. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Shot's good by Green.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And here's Boston. They're on a 20-7 run. A floater and the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Satoransky against Smart. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, foul on Boston.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Largely out there for his terrific shooting range, C-Web, is Thomas Satoransky. He's a pretty good playmaker as well.
Team player. I mean, he understands that he needs to get his shot within the floor of the offense. If it's not there, he's quick to move the ball and generally makes good decisions.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Smart on the wing. Kicks it to Baines. Now Smart. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The shot comes out.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Washington shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Morris, left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, look at Morris, just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with him.
The Celtics have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with this crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
And Morris drops them both. Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We'll return shortly. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets the tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
Luke Babbitt is out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Green. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Rivers in at the two-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season. The Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Oh, yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier is smart. They might not be the tallest guys in the world, but, man, they play big.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second.
But I'll tell you, the Wizards just keep knocking on the door. They've assembled some good talent, but they haven't come together as a complete unit. I don't like their chemistry. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more on the leadership side.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Now, here's Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. The kick out to Rozier. Second chance shot. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Babbitt. He's got 6, and they pick up 2. And for the Wizards, and you look at their history, 1979 was the last time they appeared in an NBA Finals.
Well, they lost to Seattle in that series, and the year before that, they won their only NBA championship, piece to Wes Unseld. But this current team is young. They have some talent. The future seems bright.
Yep, that one goes.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Howard's checked in for Mahinmi. Kelly Oubre comes in for Jeff Green. Beal's checked in for Rivers, and it's John Wall in for Satoransky. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. Brown, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Count that one.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. Taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Wall against Irving. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Horford. Pulls up. Washington with the rebound. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Babbitt. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Unusual about the Celtics last year. Their young players just kept getting better. There was no rookie Wall, just the opposite. Even through the playoffs, they kept learning and kept improving.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. See, Webb, when you look at the player development, that's both the front office and the head coach working together.
Yeah, Ainge has drafted all the right players. He hired the right coach in Stevens, who has pushed all the right buttons. And, the Stevens-Ainge combination, that's lethal.
He's off on the second. Boston leading by 8. Brown outside. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Wall. Babbitt kicks to Beal. Back to Babbitt.
When you're open, Beal will find you. Outstanding at working the ball over to the open man.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Wall against Irving. And there's the pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. 2 points. That one goes. Irving's got 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
All with it. He's got 5. Beal from long range. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now an 11-point Boston lead.
Excellent job by Horford to shoot that as soon as he caught it. Just outstanding at giving the D no time to react.
Wall dishes to Beal. Over Smart. Beal's shot is good.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Celtics leading by 9. Inside, outside, Smart. Outside, Irving. Passes to Tatum. Here's Brown. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Babbitt's shot is off.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. So it's Washington now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Washington calls timeout.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Morris outside. Here's Wall. He's got 5. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. The 19-footer is on the money. Beal's got 6. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Wall looking for an opening. Morris kicks to Howard. Here's Wall. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from Irving.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Wall. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Here's Morris. Knocked loose. Beal with it. Crowns there. Good on the shot. 8 points for Beal.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Irving passes to Tatum. Back to Irving. Shoots over Oubre. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Pass to Howard. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Oubre.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Inside, here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
From deep, Wall. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
C-Web, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
The first one falls. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
Now, here's Oubre.
Oh, nice.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 9.
All Irving needs is a little room to fire. Once the screen comes his way, he's going to school the defense.
Rivers kicks to Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Pass to Brown. Hayward outside. Outside Irving. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown the pass to Irving. Over Rivers. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. Green comes in for Oubre, and then for Boston. Marcus Morris comes in for Tatum, and it's Rozier in for Brown. Celtics leading by 13. Irving kicks to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Here's Horford. Cans the shot from the wing. Horford's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Rivers finds Beal. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by the Celtics. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
The Wizards making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. .149 left to play in the first half. Three-pointer, Hayward. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Satoransky against Irving. And Satoransky kicks to Rivers. Up top, Morris. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Rivers. Here's the teardrop. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 8. Irving for 3. Shot clock reset for the Celtics. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. For Boston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Morris drops them both.
Well, they're hoping to take a step forward last season. The Wizards actually went in the other direction. They finished just 43 wins compared to 49 the year before.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Rozier kicks to Morris. Passes it to Horford. 44 seconds left now here in the second. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 15. Pass to Satoransky. Rivers looking over the floor. Green against Hayward. Green passes to Mahinmi. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Look, he pounces on the chance when the D falls asleep. Easy 2.
Irving against Rivers. And here's Irving. He's got 9. Now Rozier shoots over Satoransky. And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the board. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Well, as a finisher, you're expected to play in that kind of environment because you know you could get the ball at any time.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 13. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Here's Morris. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Morris has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Wizards. Hayward dishes to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
On a night like this, Irving forces the D to step back and to take his medicine. They can't do anything about it.
Wall finds Morris. The kick out to Wall. Right side, Beal takes a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down. Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
One shot.
And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 7.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Brown against Wall. Irving for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Celtics. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. C-Webb, a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Now, here's Wall. He has 5. They need this. Hayward grabs the board.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Wall against Irving. Hayward outside. No good. And Washington the other way now. Beal with it. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Oubre. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's the 3. That's good from Beal on the assist by Morris. 11 points for Bradley Beal.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Celtics.
Tatum with it. Guarded now by Morris. Pass to Tatum. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And that one falls for Tatum. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Hayward. One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
The kick out to Brown. From outside, off the mark. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Oubre. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. There's the pass to Howard. Here's Wall. Great D that time from Irving.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end. He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Now, here's Wall. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Howard. To the paint. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Brown. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 19-5 run. Kicks it to Irving. Pass to Hayward. Shoots over Oubre. Hayward can't hit.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Wall passes to Oubre. Beal from long range. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Pass to Wall. Howard kicks to Beal. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Brown outside. Back to Irving. Beal with the steal. Now here's Wall. Outside Beal. Howard finds Wall. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Wall's got 10 points.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
To the paint, and Irving throws it down.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now the pass to Howard. Here's Wall. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists tonight.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. And what a quick rise to the top has been for John Wall. He was drafted #1 overall, the 6th fastest player ever to reach 2,000 points and 1,000 assists.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Markieff Morris. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Tatum. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Rozier in for Irving.
Puts his head down low, drives hard to the cup, and there's no way Smart was going to settle for the layup.
Beal against Morris. Lets it fly from 18. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there. And with so many great point guards in this league, sometimes John Wall doesn't get all the credit he deserves.
And it all comes back to winning. Stats alone aren't enough. Once Wall gets that first ring, the conversation will change.
Here's Morris after the made shot from Bradley Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier kicks to Tice. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Rivers. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Yep, it counts. And here is Rozier. He's got 8. There's the dish to Morris. Smart kicks to Morris. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Beautiful looking jumper from Morris. He has such a nice release.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Outside, Beal. Back to Satoransky. The feed to Mahinmi. Shot clock at 6. Rivers against Smart. Rivers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Rozier looking around. Dishes it to Morris. Smart passes to Morris. Shoots over Beal. Morris, no good. For Washington, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And Satoransky kicks to Beal. Over Morris. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dwight Howard's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. The Celtics also changing it up. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Daniel Tice. Celtics leading by 22. Rozier the pass to Hayward. Back to Rozier. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Green finds Howard. Here's Satoransky, and stolen by Horford. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Boston again missing. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
I love how confident Beal is scoring the ball. I mean, he feels like he can score from any area on the court.
Satoransky against Rozier. He kicks to Hayward. Two points, that one goes. Hayward's got 8 here in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. And that'll be his third foul so far. .129 left to play here in the third. Howard kicks to Green. Satoransky against Hayward. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Now Smart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Lets it go from 11. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 10.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you. And also, you can use your handles and your quickness.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington.
Yeah, and we've watched Bill take major steps forward in this game. I mean, think about this, especially with creating off the bounce for himself and for others.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, a phenomenal talent. I mean, when you think about the competitive flair Bill plays with, it's just awesome.
And both free throws good for Beal. Celtics leading by 20. Horford high post. Green against Hayward. Here's Rozier. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rozier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. They double team Beal. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
I like seeing Bill thread the needle there. A fabulous passer in the pick and roll.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Hayward on the wing. Over Green. That one a little long. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Celtics leading by 20. Bradley Beal is out there with Green. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Howard. And it's Rivers in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Rozier. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
2 shots.
That's good from Rozier. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Good on both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Rivers with it. Outside, Beal. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
So for the Wizards, Morris is checked in for Bradley Beal, and John Wall subbed in for Satoransky. The Celtics also changing it up. Tatum comes in for Marcus Morris, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. Free throw good, Green. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Rozier the pass to Hayward. The kick out to Brown. No good from outside. Wizards trail by 17. Here's Rivers. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hayward against Green. Hayward can't hit. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Wall kicks to Howard. Rozier against Wall. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Rozier against Wall. Horford dishes to Hayward. And the shot goes in. Hayward's got 10 points here in the second half.
His footwork and the ability to finish with both hands, these are the qualities that make Hayward a tough guard.
Wall up top. Rozier defending. Rozier against Wall. 5 on the clock. Back to Morris. That 3 off the mark.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Brown missing. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Brown feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Horford. And it's Rozier, top the key. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. Green finds Morris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Okay, look, if you're going to foul Morris, you got to foul him hard. When you don't, he uses his muscle to finish over you.
And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Oubre's checked in for Washington.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good for Morris.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Celtics leading by 14. Brown outside. Irving against Wall. Shot from the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short. And the Wizards with possession. A big stretch here going 10-2.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Horford with it, and it's Howard picking him up. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Horford. And that's now 11 points for Jaylen Brown.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
We all know Wall loves putting on a show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Irving against Wall. Irving kicks to Brown. Pass to Horford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The deep three from Irving. Rebound, Washington. Rivers has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wall. Rebound, Boston. Outside, Tatum. Feeds to Hayward. That's tipped. The kick out to Brown. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 14. Right side, Wall. He dishes it to Rivers. In the corner, it's Morris. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's 13 points for Markieff Morris.
Wow, Morris is a great stretch 4. Spaces the floor beautifully. You can't lose him out on the perimeter.
Irving against Wall. Irving passes to Brown. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Determining Brown's ceiling. I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
Now here's Rivers. Launches it. That one misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Morris. Irving against Wall. Over Irving. Great D that time from Irving.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
11 feet away. Count it. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead-eye from that range.
From deep, Wall. But they'll get another chance.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Brown. Outside Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
Now here's Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, you got to respect the skills of Wall. He's a flashy ball handler who is highly creative.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. The lead is 15. Hayward outside. His three-pointers off the mark. The Wizards have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Morris outside. Now here's Oubre, defended by Hayward. High arcing shot, and it's Oubre laying it in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Irving against Wall. Outside Irving. The kick out to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. Good on the jump shot.
You love the different ways that Tatum can score. Posting up, facing up, putting the ball on the floor. He's having a great night.
Now here's Rivers. From deep, Wall, and he's good on the three ball. Wall's got 14 points here in the second half.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his second of this half, third overall.
Here's Irving, off the left rim and out. Wizards trail by 12. Oubre kicks to Wall. It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Rivers can't get it to go.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
In the corner, Irving with it. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 5 assists tonight.
Look at that, no hesitation at all from Irving. He's looking to score as soon as he touches the rock.
Washington calls timeout. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense, vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle, and he tried to pep him up. He said, look, nobody said this was going to be a cakewalk. We knew they weren't going to back down or go away. So if we want this game, we got to take it from them. A lot of fire from Coach during that speech, Kevin.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Brown kicks to Horford. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hayward. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even though he's on the move and takes some contact, Hayward keeps his balance and gets it down.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
On a given night, one or two guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They didn't lose focus, and it made a difference.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jason Tatum.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Rebounding might not be his number one priority, but you wouldn't know it from tonight. He's down there outplaying the big guys.
Brown dishes to Irving. Back to Brown. This one for 3. Morris with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Beal fires for three, and that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Look, I like the shooting motion that Beal has. He has a high release. That helps him on those deep balls.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Irving against Wall. Outside Irving. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time